What's up, everybody? It's TheNidien, and this is one of my first two TDM matches. I played just a little bit, like 5 or 6 TDM matches last night to get the hang of things. I'm back here on Operation Metro, surprisingly enough, but you never know when you first get into some maps here what you're going to get as far as TDM, Conquest, Rush goes, all that stuff, and I was having a blast. I didn't want to put it down, but, you know, real-life obligations, I didn't get to sleep anyway, so I should have been up playing is what I should have been doing, because I am one tired mofo today. But what can I say about Battlefield 3? All the problems that people thought were in the beta, like the hit detection, hit registration, the controls, everything's gone. The sound's still amazing. The graphics are better. Everything's taken care of pretty much. I guess the consensus around the community, for the most part, you're still going to have the Battlefield 3 haters that buy the game, get some views, and talk nothing but crap about it. And you'll have that. You know, it's like they say it's a camper's paradise, but so is Call of Duty. And at least in this one, I can take care of campers by throwing an RPG down their throat and through the building and making it so they can't camp there anymore. But either way, I love this game. This is exactly what I was expecting. TDM. What can you expect? I know big issues with Battlefield 3 and everybody having a big problem was it wasn't YouTube friendly. Well, guess what? Now it's really YouTube friendly. I think this is one of the longest TDM matches I had, and it was close, I think just a little bit over 10 minutes. And all the other ones went fairly about the same, about 10 minutes or less, so it's not too crazy, but it's just action-packed. It's everywhere. The random spawn points, you can end up spawning right behind a whole slew of enemies. They can end up spawning right behind you. It's one of those things you got to pay real close attention of. Situational awareness. If you're pushing forward and you don't see anybody, turn around because they probably spawn behind you. But, you know, like I said, there's so many different levels to this game and this and that I think a lot of people are automatically, as soon as they see somebody shoot out of a building, they say camper. Now I'm trying to figure out, you're probably wondering what in the world, what am I doing right now? I couldn't get out of this building. But I see some guys hanging out over there, so I decide, well, I'm going to take the wall down on him. And I almost get the wall taken down on me. I think I do get the guy, but then I get eaten by another rocket. But I unlock my Stinger, which is going to do some good during rush mode, so I can lock on to some of the other vehicles. Well, not lock on, but pretty much see where I'm going, which I'm going to get into some rush mode today. I'm going to bust through the campaign real quick. What I'm doing real quick is I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of the campaign over on VidThru. And we have, for you guys that don't know, we have 7 directors over there. Everybody's doing everything. We're covering everything from maps, guns, everything as we go. Everybody's doing a class. We got it all popping. And we're going to have loads of Battlefield content over there. But I'm going to bring you guys loads of Battlefield content over here too. Because I can't, right now, I got my controller in my hand. I can't wait to turn this on and get this going. I went to the midnight release. In my town, there actually wasn't too many people there. I was kind of surprised. But it was a good turnout for what they, I don't think it was as good a turnout as what they thought it was going to be. So, but so far so good. I love the addition of TDM. It's nothing but action-packed. You spawn in, you got guys coming from somewhere. And that's what a lot of people were looking for. Responsiveness of controls. The controls, I might actually even have to turn down the sensitivity for the first time in my Battlefield gaming history. I may have to turn down the sensitivity for once, which is, I just shake my head over that because I always almost had to play with max sensitivity on Battlefield Bad Company 2, and even at default sensitivity, it's like the controls are way more responsive than max sensitivity on Battlefield Bad Company 2, even at default sensitivity here. So I may have to go in and play around with my sensitivity. You'll see some weird gunplay. Not only that, I haven't played a shooter in over a month. So go figure on that one. I popped it in, and it takes a little bit to get back in the action and get your stick control down and get used to a lot of things. But you're going to see me playing a lot of Engineer and Recon. Engineer and Recon, I'm going to try to bring my aggressive sniping to this game. I know I didn't get into it very much in Battlefield Bad Company 2, But I think this is going to be the game to bust out some aggressive sniping and see what I can do. Maybe the road to, the professional sniper. We'll see what happens there. Maybe with Modern Warfare 3, get some quick scoping action on. You see here how I am all over the place. That was like one of the most epic fails. I was laughing at myself, just shaking my head. But it seems like the TDM goes up to 100 kills, which is just like Call of Duty. And the one thing from some of the other maps that I played, I'm not exactly sure the names, but there's one map that was absolutely amazing. With you're kind of like on the ship deck with a bunch of ship containers, and you got to weave your way through it, and it's just a big maze, and anybody can be coming from anywhere at any point in time. And I was just in awe. Like, that map, Caspian Border, was really great. What other map did I play? I think I played 4 different maps out of the 5. 5 different maps out of the 5 games I played. All of them were excellent maps, different levels. Everything was go around. And one thing I found kind of funny was at the beginning of the TDM matches, obviously you guys, we start out at side by side. There was one that was, you got like a little village, and then there's a road, and then there's a little village. And everybody, it was like actual war. Like, everybody was posted up on each side of the road. Whoever made it across the road first, it was definitely interesting. I didn't make it. I think my first 5 deaths were trying to make it across that road, but I finally got across the road, got behind enemy territory, and did some business. So it's going to take a little bit to get used to the maps for each playstyle, because they lock certain areas off, open up certain areas, and different things. Sometimes you'll just spawn in some random spot you never even knew existed on the map. And the maps are, even for TDM, the maps are big. So you got a lot of playroom, you got a lot of flanking room. But the good thing that I think a lot of people are going to like TDM is because it's gun on gun, you're done. I haven't seen a vehicle. It's not like Squad Deathmatch where there's one vehicle and everybody fights over that vehicle. It's just basically gun on gun. No perks, no calling in helicopters. It's strictly going to be, I think it's going to bring into another competitive aspect to Battlefield with this TDM, because it's straight up gun on gun. Everything seems really well balanced, just like it did in the beta gun wise. I haven't had any real issues. You see the same, you see a lot of snipers as usual. That will die down eventually. That's everybody, that was the same thing that happened when Battlefield Bad Company 2 came out. Everybody and their mother was a sniper for a while, but at the same time, a lot of people, they say that they do that to learn the maps, when in all actuality, you're not learning a map just sitting in one spot. But, hey, to each their own. People are going to play how they want to play. You're going to hear, I've already seen video upon video, all Battlefield 3, the camper's paradise, Battlefield 3, there's nothing but camping, yada, yada, yada. And, well, that's first-person shooters in general. At least, like a game like this, with the destructible environments, they're easier to take care of. And I think people, how do I want to say it? They kind of oversay everything. If it's they get killed by one guy that maybe was camping in a building, it's a camper's paradise. They get shot by one sniper. There's nothing but snipers in Battlefield 3. I can't believe it. It's one of those things. So you got to take other people's reviews with a grain of salt, just as much as you got to take my review with a grain of salt. But it's an excellent game. So far, so good. If I run into some problems here in some maps, I'm going to be the first one to let you know. I can promise you that. I'm not going to deny any issues. But so far, I haven't run into any issues. Haven't run into any server problems. They seem to be lag-free. It's always a bonus to have dedicated servers and no host migration every 10 minutes because some little kitty got mad at you for killing them. But there was no server hiccups last night, especially, right after midnight. I got home at like 12:20 and busted it out as soon as I could. And that's when I expected. If there was going to have server problems, there was going to be that mad rush, and that's when it was going to happen. But this is like my second game of TDM, guys. I'm enjoying the game. There's going to be a lot more to come. I'm going to pop on the campaign here now. Hopefully get you guys a squad matchup before I leave for work. But it wasn't too spectacular. It wasn't nothing crazy. But again, we got to learn the maps. 15-5, I unlocked a bunch of stuff. Battlefield 3! Peace.